In the newest episode of Dana Carvey and David Spade's Fly on the Wall podcast, the comedians welcome fellow SNL alum Dan Aykroyd. First discussing Aykroyd's award-winning Crystal Head Vodka brand, conversations quickly turn to his illustrious acting career and lifelong fascination with the paranormal, with talk eventually centered around Ghostbusters, in particular next year's sequel, Frozen Empire. Now, while this episode was just released today, it was actually recorded early last month on November 9th, just as the actor and writer strike it had ended. And in the podcast, Aykroyd, who is unaware of those developments, he's a little apprehensive when it comes to talking about Frozen Empire.
But is there a movie or not?
I don't know what the
Jason
status is
Reitman?
with strikes and all that. They're telling me not to
Strike's
talk about
over.
movies. Is it really?
Today.
Well, then in March, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, with McKenna Grace, Finn Wolfhard, Billy, myself, Ernie, and Patton Oswalt, thank you very much, and Paul Rudd,
Oh, shit.
and Carrie Coon, and
You've already got a cast.
we are ready to go in March with a spectacular new release, a great news story, and it is going to be hot and really fun, scary, a whole new generation handing it to the kids.
Now, there was a little bit of talk regarding the film's plotline, but really there's not too much meat here. Regardless, here's what was said.
Leave us to say that, an entity is found in a psychometrically charged object.
Too much. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all.
I figured the whole thing out.
Now, likely the most significant bit of news from all the Frozen Empire discussion is Aykroyd talking about the return of his character, Ray Stantz, revealing that the character this time around is kind of resentful.
I do, the enthusiastic, wants to believe everything,
Yeah.
kind of a little kind of resentful that things have passed him by, Ghostbuster in this one, because he's no longer licensed.
Keeping with recent comments from Aykroyd, in an interview with Newsweek, he'd share that Frozen Empire, it's going to tackle themes like loss, betrayal, and forgiveness even deeper and more emotionally than previous films. Continuing, all that along with some great scares and effects, it's really going to work. Now, with that said, that's all I got for you for this one. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters news, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is down below in this video's description, and we'll see you right back here next time.
Your spine, your senses don't deceive you. Call up the guys who are ready to believe you. The number's 555-2368. But before you call, let's get something straight. What do you do when the ghosts have been busted? Is it the source universally trusted? If you got a case of Ghostbusting blues, the cure for sure is Ghostbusters rules. Jason's the guy